Breaking news right now. Crews are out trying to put out a fire in DeKalb County. Atlanta News First Don Shipman is live. He's in the First Alert Breaking News Tracker on the way to Doraville. Don, what have you learned?
Well, we've learned, first of all, that this business is gutted by this fire. There really is nothing left. I want you to take a look at the video that we have right here that we gathered throughout the overnight hours when those firefighters were there. And by the time we got there, it was gutted. I mean, really nothing left to this business. Take a look. It is a package store. It's called the Doraville package store. It's located in the 6400 block of Peachtree Industrial Boulevard right there in Doraville. And here's what firefighters told us. They said that there was a big concern because there were high winds in the area when this fire broke out overnight, and that caused a lot of problems. It was spreading to another business nearby, and that's what firefighters were up against when they first arrived, working to make sure that the fire was contained to just that one business. They managed to save the other business, but still damage as well. We're going to continue to follow this. Once we learn more, once we get to the scene and can show you firsthand exactly what is happening there right now as fire investigators work to determine a cause, we'll pass that information along to you. For now, though, we're live here in the First Alert Breaking News Tracker. Don Shipman, Atlanta News First.